Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Interlaway Javelin Cup Series, Season 2, Race Number 2 at Kansas for the National Guard 400. I am Cody Sill, and along with me again tonight is Zachary Tefelsky, and he will be in and out of the booth, so he'll get some words in there. But
I'll
anyway,
probably be here majority of the race.
Yeah. So this is our second race of the season, and after the crazy one-lap dash at Daytona, where Nathan Stapleton was able to hold off everybody, Nathan Stapleton carries that momentum into here, and with the pole. And with that, let's get into your starting lineup. That's not what I want to do. Yeah, right there. So anyway, and in the number 54 Mayflower Dodge, you have got Nathan Stapleton. Alongside him in the number 33 Skittles Toyota, you got Tyler Sage. In the number 7 Pepsi Dodge, you've got Derek Smith. And in the number 36 Chase Ford, you've got Peyton Stockham.
In the number 44 Eris Ford, you have Joel Roderick. And in the number 40 VC Pontiac, you have Paul Tefelsky. In the number 0 Nesquik Ford, you have Sebastian Kuklon. And the number 67 Castrol Edge Ford, you have Jerry Fisher.
And the number 19 Sunoco Toyota, you have got Nicholas Wade. And the number 81 Coca-Cola Ford, you have Zachary Dalelo. And the number 26 Doritos Chevrolet, you've got Daniel Boyles. And number 42 Manitowoc Chevy, you've got Samuel Troy.
The number 02 Great Clip Chevrolet, you have, I don't have the name.
Joe Rutowski.
Joe Rutowski. And the number 47 Lego Chevrolet, you have John Andrews. And the number 1 Zest Ford, you have Thomas Troxel. And in the number 30 Budweiser Ford, you have Michael Canto.
In the number 24 Javelin Chevrolet, you've got Nathan Ormond. In the number 22 T-Mobile Chevrolet, you've got Igor Barreto. In the number 39 Dirt Devil Toyota, you have got Jimmy Walker. And number 27 Oakley Dodge, you've got Peter Kinney.
In the number 15 Amsoil Ford, you have Carter Friesen. And number 18 U.S. Army Chevrolet, you have Colin Dryberg. And the number 95 ShamWow Chevrolet, you have Brad Stover. And the number 25 Valvoline Chevrolet, you have Bill Sampson.
And the number 14 Freightliner Firebird, you've got Jay Jefferson. And the number 77 Coors Light Ford, you got Diego Yepez. And the number 21 Quaker State Ford, you've got Regan McAuley. And in the number 2 Blue Moon Ford, you got Jay Barker.
And the number 62 AAA Insurance Ford, you have Christian Herzog. And the number 28 U-Haul Chevrolet, you have the Trey Wright. And the number 29 Snap-on Toyota, you have Riley Spurley-Tube. And the number 87 Orbits Toyota, you have Nick Kennedy.
And the number 85 Soldier Strong Ford, you've got Jesse Turner. And number 38 McDonald's Toyota, you have got Joel Walker. And the number 4 Bud Light Ford, you've got Zachary Fitzwater Sr. And then number 8 Aaron Chevrolet, you've got Elijah Gordon.
And then number 6 Budweiser Chevrolet, you have Eli Bright. And the number 10 Norfolk Southern Dodge, you have Daniel McMillan. And the number 5 Black Decker Ford, you have Hunter Up. And the number 23 unsponsored Toyota, you have Blake Johnson.
And in our final row, in the number 11 Home Depot Toyota, you've got William Brock. And in number 32 Duke Energy Chevrolet, you've got Benny Watson. That is your starting lineup for the National Guard 400. Let's get to your command.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the most famous words in racing. Gentlemen, start your engines.
The engines have fired now. The cars are getting set Here they go. They roll off.
Everybody have a good time tonight. Have fun. This is real race.
Let's go into track facts here real quick. It is 67 laps.
Be patient here.
I
There's gonna be a lot of crazy
would
stuff up there.
think
Smooth, focus all day
2
long.
pit stops,
We'll go
so
home with
this
the
might
trophy.
be a fuel mileage race. But I don't think it will be. I think it will be those 2 pit stops. One coming in bed race and one coming late. And there's some new faces in the field. That is the other part-time drivers. But anyway, Zach, I'll let you pick your 3 drivers. Okay then. Well, they'll be back. Okay. Well, anyway, I would have to pick. My part-time driver is going to be Joe Roderick. I know that for a fact. I got Zachary DeLalo as my other pick, and my third pick is going to be kind of back here, Colin Driver. He was pretty fast in practice, but now it's time to settle the show. Last week it was Nathan Stapleton who led them to the finish line. This week he is leading them to the green. Green flag is out for the National Guard 400. Right off the bat, Nathan Stapleton getting a good start here. And the one thing we're going to have to watch is these guys coming out of 2. In previous, I guess, experiences with myself at this track, drivers get kind of antsy out of 2. So that's going to be an issue. Oh, wow, 4 wide already here in the back. And they are really putting in, oh, contact. Oh, man, contact here in the back, and that is a lot of cars. Caution is out as a big crash out of 4 on lap number 1. Meanwhile, Joe Roderick has marched his way up to the front, and I think he's going to win the race back to the line. See Diego Gapez involved in that. Hunter Rupp, who got a great finish last week. Eli Bright. Elijah Gordon, and that's bad for Elijah Bright. I mean, it was the first DNF last week, and now this week, involved in a first lap wreck. Wow. Right there, looks like he got involved as well. Meanwhile, our leaders are coming down the pit road, and so this will be interesting. Joe Rogers will be the first car to come into the pits. You gotta watch here. The pits are a very tricky place to be at. Nathan Stapleton coming down. You gotta watch for any incidents on the pits. Drivers come out and drivers coming in. Oh, like right there, Igor Barreto and Tyler Sage get together. Oh man, and Tyler Sage just getting pushed all on his side. That is exactly what happened to Igor or Thomas Troxel last week. Oh man, Tyler Sage in his first race. Wow. Tyler Sage. That was crazy. And now, looks like team driver did stay out. It's 26 and 24. Anyway, though, we will take a break real quick and we'll bring back with the caution. Or we'll show you why the caution came. So here's where the issue started here. 4 wide gets pressure as Canto goes up the track and Igor Barreto makes it 4 wide. And let's see who gets the initial contact. It's going to be, oh, it's behind him. Oh, it's going to be Jay Barker and Peter Kinney. Peter Kinney in his first race. And Peter Kinney goes into Diego Yepes and Eli Bright. He goes up the track. Hunter Rupp, you see, there's where he got his damage. That is where Elijah got his. Joe Walker looks like he got through it. There's Trey Wright. A lot of cars damaged. Trey Wright back for the second week in a row. Watch him come off and Jay Barker just slid up the track and he went through the grass. And so then he just kind of avoided everything. But meanwhile, the rest of the field though is all gets wrecked. And watch it here from the pit exit cam. Everyone's sliding around. A lot of cars involved. And that is why our first caution comes out here. We'll ride them. We'll watch one more time here, and then we'll go on board with the number 2 of Jay Barker. Oh, and Diego Yepez here. That's why. So let's take on board with Jay Barker. So here's the front and the rear cameras here of Jay Barker. And he just slides up the track right up into, and then you watch the rear and you can just see the carnage happening behind them. All the cars come out right there. So that is why we are under caution. We'll go back to the restart. Welcome back to the National Guard. 400. Only DNF so far is going to be Hunter Rupp, who finished 3rd last week and not getting the finish this week, not even really getting any laps in. Meanwhile, Daniel Boyles off to the front, they're off to the charge. Everyone's still in this race. There will be lap cars now, or slow cars, there are a couple of cars left down. Anyway, these restarts are going to be entertaining. 3 wide here in the back. And Jay Barker, I mean, he kind of just came out unscathed out of that. So, I mean, I don't think he really has any issues on his car. You complete a lap there. The Sebastian on that outside line really has no grip whatsoever. So, if anyone wants to run it, they're going to have to be good at it. But it's going to be trouble. And oh, more wrecking. Oh man, looks like the same guys over again. Caution out once again. Eli Bright was involved there. There's Nick Kennedy, Peter Kinney involved again. Trey Wright. Is this just copy the first wreck? Joe Walker, Tyler Sage, who was involved on that pit incident. Wow, so back-to-back cautions. Last week we didn't even have any cautions until lap about 40 or 50, I think. And so today, before even lap 10, we have 2 cautions. And once again, these drivers will come down to the pits. Pitting is key at the track. And this is a big break, though, for Boyles and Nathan Orman, who stayed out. And Nathan Orman was able to take the lead. Boyles fell back a little because he chose the outside. But, man, this is a big break for him. I'm going to follow here with Nathan Orman. Looks like he's going to get 2 tires, or 4 tires in fuel. Which isn't a bad idea here. And he's off and away, almost getting clipped there. I think that was Nick Kennedy. As Nathan Orman will win the race off pit road once again. I gotta make sure no one gets wrecked here off the pits. Looks like we are all okay. We'll just make sure though. Yep, we are, and so now we will take a look on why our second caution down. Well, this one had a little bit of a build up to it. You see those two cars on the outside. That's Reagan McAuley and Joel Walker. And both cars ran the outside. They lost a lot of speed, a lot of ground. And Peter Kinney just gets right up into Joel Walker, hits the outside wall, bounces back down into Eli Bright. Eli Bright goes up the track. And then Nick Kennedy and Joel Walker got together. As you see, then Eli Bright gets into both Trey Wright and Tyler Sage. But once again, another crash involving Eli Bright, Tyler Sage, Joel Walker, and Peter Kinney. Man, oh man, that's a decent hit though for Nick Kennedy. Tyler Sage, who started on the outside front row, started second in this race, and his first start for the season was in that 33. Gets put in the wall hard. And so now we have that second caution out. Wasn't too much else to really look at there. So anyway, we will go back to the restart. Alright, welcome back. Nathan Stapleton stayed out. And so he benefits the most out of this. Or, well, I mean, I guess kind of. Anyway, so our pole sitter is back out front. Nathan Stapleton is second. And the crazy thing is, a part-time driver is leading the standings right now. That is Ashton Champion. Who just put on a great race in that number 25 last week at Daytona. But just couldn't get the job done. Nathan Stapleton was able to get the job done, so we did have a full-time driver win, which is kind of good because a part-time driver can't really use the win for much. It's kind of just, you know, a win, because they're just kind of out there racing each and probably every other week. But watching the drivers here go through the front stretch, and now they're going into. Look at this! Oh man, that is a cluster. Oh, they're gonna make it tight out of the turn. Oh, Tyler Sage. Man, I understand they're battling hard up front, but this is the battle right here. 4 wide. Almost. Well, yeah, almost. But they're 3 wide. And we're seeing more 3 wide here than we are seeing at Daytona. Oh, Tyler Sage way high. We gotta watch these guys, make sure that they don't crash. Meanwhile, though, up front, it is Nathan Stapleton continuing to lead over now Samuel Troy, who's making his second start, back-to-back weeks now. And Nathan Orman is just quietly sitting there in third. Looks like that back group has kind of gotten settled more. And here comes Samuel Troy. I don't know what it is about these part-time drivers, but they are killing it out here. Down the back stretch. Samuel Troy takes lead, and Nathan Orman also got past, and there's Peyton's Stockhound. They're still 3 wide in the back. Joel Lukowski. Joe was up there last week late in the race. Was trying to get the job done, just couldn't. Trying to find good views here. Cameras don't really too much of the best. But I mean, we could work with what we have. I'm not complaining. You can see though that outside line just does not work at all. It just clogs up so much momentum, and drivers are just kind of getting stuck up there. they can't really help it. They just kind of slide up and then they're stuck. Right now, we might see a battle for the lead. Here's Nathan Orman getting up behind Samuel Troy. And right last week, though, Samuel Troy and Ashton Champion, I think it's Ashton Champion, they got a little skirmish together during the race. I'm pretty sure it's Samuel Troy. But they did not like each other after the race. And now here comes, it looks like maybe even a double pass. No, Peyton Stockham can't get it underneath Nathan Stapleton. But Ortman did get underneath the 24 or 42. And so now the first place just split those numbers around. 24 and now the 42. And now here comes the 42 though, right back. Gets right up to his back bumper. Got him a little loose. I don't think he made any contact. And now Nathan Orman goes way up the track. He loses all that speed now. All his momentum is gone. Wow. Just like that, Nathan Orman loses a ton of positions. Now from first all the way back, I think maybe 7th. Yeah, 7th. Right now, Peyton Stockham and Joel Rukowski making a move. And here comes Pavel, as you see Nathan Stapleton lost some speed there. Watch him fly down the backstretch. And now, Nathan Stapleton falls back far. And Nathan Orman is trying to move his way back up. Peyton Stockham gets up into the outside. Not the place you want to be. And slowly, Pavel Topelski, who was last week's pole sitter, is moving up through the field. Pavel Topelski also had a strong car last week. He's driving that car part-time, but been doing pretty good. As we see a battle for the lead now. Joe Rukowski. And he'll take the lead easily as you see the 42 gets up into, I'm going to start calling, I guess, the marbles. I don't know. They just no grip whatsoever, so they can't really get anything going for them. Another lap down. Now Joe Rukowski leads. He's got a decent lead. Oh, and Jimmy Walker is slowly moving his way up here, and so is Daniel Boyles. Boyles was leading earlier using a strategy that him and Nathan Orman, I think it kind of helped more in Orman's favor because he was able to hold the lead. And now Jimmy Walker is on the move in that 39 Dirt Devil car. Almost started thinking he was the first one ever. I did not know why I was thinking that. Ollie Spurlick got up high. Now he loses multiple positions. Reagan McAuley, who was almost involved in that first wreck, is not up in the top 10 just yet, but moving up. And now Samuel Troy takes second place back. And now Jimmy Walker lost a lot of momentum. We'll see if Pavel and Daniel Boyles will take advantage of that maybe into turn 3 and 4. Get up right up on his back bumper. Not going to get anything, but right now Joe Rukowski continues to lead. As the race now has gotten into a rhythm. And a track where I don't know. I think we'll see. I don't think we'll see too much of a rhythm next week. We go to Nazareth in Pennsylvania for the Pensacola 400, and that'll be entertaining. As we got a heck of a battle now for second. 4 cars battling for second, and they're all trying to get up to the number 02. And now, Pavel went a little high. Lost some ground now. Jimmy Walker's going to make the move on the 42 again. Daniel Boyle is also going to get passes. We're about to come up to Elijah Gordon, who's a lap car. Or a slower car. Yeah, Elijah is a lap car, and the 33 of Tyler Sage is also a lap car. There's only one DNF that's kind of rough. Right now, though, it's been Joe Rutowski's just kind of been calmly leading. Not had to deal with too much, but that may change. But I don't know who's it going to be, because Boyles is now catching up to Jimmy Walker. And our leader's about to catch up to the first lap car of the race. Elijah gets way low. Right up on the leader. And now the rest of the field's going to have to get past Elijah. There's Jesse Turner. I talked a lot about Jesse Turner, but here he is up here. And now Joe Rutowski has to deal with some traffic. Four drivers right behind him, getting all up on him. We'll look through the field though real quick. And Jimmy Walker gets up the track. He's going to lose a lot of speed and a lot of positions. And now that puts Daniel Boyles into second. Boyles in that Dorito Chevrolet. Trying to get a run up on Joe Rutowski, who's now just been leading in the last 10 laps. 30 looks like, I think that maybe just because he got up in the high line, but he was really dropping back there. And the field's still trying to get past Elijah. We're getting kind of closer. That could get interesting. But right now, continuing to lead is Joe Rutowski over Daniel Boyles. And that battle is somewhat heating up, and they're going to be coming up to Tyler Sage, who's the slowest car on the track at the moment. We're going to watch the field fly by. Battle for third. That is the field, and Joe Rutowski is now gaining a little. Oh, he took the high lane there. I don't know why he did that. He just lost a lot of ground. I don't know what that was for, but now we got a caution, and oh man, Brad Stover. And it looks like Elijah Gordon did cause it. Oh man, Bill Sampson, who was driving the other 25. That car is the points leader, but not with Bill Sampson. Look at all that smoke coming out of that number 95 of Brad Stover. Brad Stover got finished way in the back at Daytona, and now it looks like he is going to end his day just past Midway. Well, it looks like maybe there were other cars involved in that wreck. Nope. Oh yeah, Kuklon and Jay Jefferson. I don't know how I missed them. Meanwhile, though, pit road is a busy place, and this could be the pit stop that gets you to the end. Now, obviously, if a car comes out, I would figure they would pit again. Watching these drivers, Tyler Sage, he's a lap car, so no big dealio there. Everyone's coming off the pits. Going to be safely here. And it looks like, though, there were a lot more drivers than I thought that were involved in that wreck. Steve Jefferson and Sebastian Kuklon were both involved. So anyway, we will take a break and we'll come back to review the caution. Alright, so this is how this wreck happened. Elijah Gordon, remember, he is slow. He had he was involved in a wreck, and so his car is down on speed, and so he was being lapped throughout the field, and or Sebastian Kuklon comes up on him, and they get together. The 25 of Bill Sampson is just up the track at the moment. He's not trying to get involved, but he ends up does. And behind him, Brad Stover and Jay Jefferson are still racing. I figured they thought that Kuklon was going to stay low, and they slammed right up into Kuklon. That's a heavy, heavy hit. And you see they're all jumbled up on the outside. And it's surprising that no one else was involved after that. Looks like maybe Nick Kennedy maybe got a little contact. But that is a big crash. Kuklon was hit the hardest, I think. Let's just watch it here in real time. Man, that's just a hard crash. Wow. That sucks for Jay Jefferson too, who's coming off a 24th place finish at Daytona after he was involved in a wreck. Anyway, we'll watch it here on board of Jay Jefferson. See here, Troop 1 gets involved, gets into Elijah up there, smoke everywhere, can't really see anything, and boom, at the last second there, sees him. Bill Sampson, he doesn't have really too much damage, but there's definitely a good amount. And his Firebird is toast. So, that is why we are under caution for the third time after a long green flag run. But we will be back to go back to racing. Welcome back. Derek Smith is not your leader, neither is Trey Wright, but Joe Rutowski is. They both Trey Wright and Derek Smith are on the tail end lead lap, and Tyler Sage is 2 laps down. And you see some 42 way pitted again. But anyway, the 0, the 14, and the 95, and now also the 8 are all done after that wreck. So no surprise there. But now it's going to be interesting to see who can get going. Now Derek Smith, not a slow car, but just got caught on the tail end lead lap for some reason. But anyway, man, look at these guys trying to get past the slow cars. It's Kimber, right? Joe Rutowski sure does. Joe Rutowski pulling away. And now here comes Jimmy Walker and the 44 of Joel Roderick. And then the 62 of Christian Herzog. I haven't talked a lot about Christian as, oh man, we got a bunch of cars back here. Watch out there, that is close. And now we got a battle for the lead. Joe Walker and Joseph Rutowski side by side. And here comes Joe Roderick going to help, or Jimmy Walker, not Joe Walker. He's going to help Jimmy Walker now. And Joe Rutowski just lost a lot of positions, and I'm still watching these drivers back here. Someone up in the wall, looks like Benny Watson. Not the best of day for Benny Watson. He started last. Just has not been able to move up through the field. Derek Smith hoping for a caution, so that way he could just get right back up to the end of the leaders here. And Joe Rutowski continues to drop. More contact behind them between Canto and Nicholas Way. And Joel Roderick, the part-time driver in that number 44, is your leader. There's Christian Herzog in third, Daniel McMillan and Peyton Stockham.
Some of those drivers. Christian Herzog making a comeback.
Yeah, and now here we are closing on 20 to go in a race where we have seen 3 cautions. I wonder if we're going to see another green flag run. Now Derek Smith is just trying to stay out on the lead lap, begging for a caution. And now, up on that outside where the marbles are, no grip. Roderick's going to fall back, and now Jimmy Walker takes the lead. And Herzog's going to pass him. And Joe Rudkowski, I don't know, where did Joe Rudkowski go? He is falling all the way back to 14th. He is on the, just falling back, and now Derek is getting past. He's going to come right down, and oh man, all the way up in the marbles is a 62.
Just no, like, worst place to be up there, no man's land.
And there's Nathan Orman. Nathan Orman, who was leading and then got stuck up in the marbles, is now trying to make his way back. Oh, almost a little contact between Joel Roderick and Derek Smith. Well, right now, the top two are Jimmy Walker and Daniel McMillan. But third place driver, who is Peyton Stockham, is coming up with Zachary Fitzwater Sr. I haven't talked really at all about him this season. Didn't, like many other drivers last week, he didn't finish the race. So, I mean, he probably couldn't get up there. But right now, as we look through the field, see where everyone, there's Nathan Stapleton. Not the best of days. It started pretty well. And then he did that strategy, but then got stuck up in the marbles. And couldn't do anything about it.
And you know, Cody, I see a lot of these drivers, as you mentioned, bouncing back from the Daytona or Havoline 500. There are a lot of them that did not finish or did not have a good finish, are up here in the top 10.
Yeah, and last week, when we check, or on the sheet from last week at Daytona, yeah, the 39 didn't finish the race, and right now he is leading the race. He's had a strong car today, but this is the first time he's led. He hasn't been able to be strong enough to make it to the front or past the leader. He came close, and that caution, though, I think really helped him. Now Derek Smith is fighting his way back to get the lead lap, and he pushed McMillan out of the way.
That's going to cost him time.
And he didn't lose any positions, luckily. And wow, holy cow, Samuel Troy moved up to the field. Wow. I'm pretty sure he just was in the back of the pack, and now he's already moved up to 7th in about 15 laps. That is unbelievable. Now, oh, Peyton Stock came up in the marbles.
Way up high.
Other cars behind him that looks like Colin Dryberg. Don't know where he went, but
yeah, Cody, I would
Also back-
relate that being up into the marbles as driving off a track at a road course such as Watkins Glen or Sonoma, where you're just in no man's land because there's just no speed up there whatsoever.
yeah, and it seems to have cost a lot of drivers today. That seems to be the big issue. Joe Rudkowski up high, and he falls back. Eric Smith, though, trying to get back out in front of Jimmy Walker, and then begging, or hoping for a caution. Riley Spurlock queued up the track. I think these guys should be good till the end. That caution came out around lap 37. So, and we haven't had a green flag run long enough to see green flag pit stops. The longest one was about 30 laps. And that was just before our third caution. We had 3 cautions last week, and oh, Nathan Orman up the track. Now he falls back a ton. He was just up, almost back up in the top 10. He may have even been up in the top 10. Now I fall back, and there is Jerry Fisher. And Jerry Fisher, he's been quiet, but now he's up here late in the race.
We're about to hit 10 to go.
Yeah, this time by it will be 10 to go. And so just like last week though, it's going to be close to see if a caution comes out. They're really putting it close on time. Last week we were lucky enough to see though the green-white checker. This week I don't really know how it will phase out. But right now Derek Smith is just trying to get all the momentum and then hoping for a caution to put him back on the lead lap and right up where he can, well, maybe try for something.
I'd say his car's even with the leaders as far as performance.
Yeah, he shot off like a rocket on that restart. Then he got passed, but now he's moved his way back up. And also finishing on the lead lap though is also just good for points as well. So I mean, you kind of just want that. Right now he is. Yep, it looks like he will get it. And now that hurts Jimmy Walker as Jerry Fisher and Daniel McMillan are starting to move up. And that 42 is a fly-in. I don't know how he doesn't have the fastest lap. As here comes Jerry Fisher. I can't get it. I don't know how he didn't get that. Yeah. Also, Bill Sampson might come up to him. But right now, these three leaders are just going at it, and Derek Smith is just trying to get away from it.
Jimmy Walker was lucky enough to get a good run off of 4 last time by to maintain that lead.
Yeah, now he's gonna try to get back to Derek Smith again. Oh, he gets up the track. Oh, almost contact. He got him a little loose. That rear end almost went around, and that's going to be enough for Jerry Fisher to get around, and Daniel McMillan. We will be seeing 5 to go this time by. Oh, 28 down the pits. Does that mean that we might see last lap or last minute pit stops? That might, wow, that could be, because that is kind of pushing it on their time. I would think it'd be around 30 laps. Jimmy Walker. Oh, wait a minute. I think these guys are, I think they're going to pit. Yeah, Derek Smith is pitting. That's why. And Jimmy Walker's going to take second. Are any of these leaders pitting? Yeah, Riley Spurlington is. He's kind of further back. Oh, man. Well, pitting here, this is going to be interesting. Leaders still get the pit. Don't see anyone else coming down. Jerry Fisher, oh! I think he may have got into him a little, and Daniel McMillan slides up a little bit as well.
Those tires are really worn.
Jimmy Fish, man, I get his names mixed up. Jimmy Walker. Well, again, and here comes the leaders. Yes, they will. Coming to 2 to go.
Who's this going to give it to?
This gives the lead now to, I think, yeah, Jerry Fisher. And now the question is, does he have enough, or will he come down on the white flag? You guys have seen this on Napa Fan before, and I'm pretty sure on other channels, he will not come down on white flag. Jerry Fisher is going to take the white. Does he have enough? I think he does. He's not really. The 42 is waiting in the wings.
He's running
There
good
he
long.
comes. Will Jerry Fisher have enough? I think he will. And now to turn 4, winning this fuel mileage race, Jerry Fisher. Wow. And that mixes up the entire field. A lot of drivers finish now a lap down, only 12 finish on the lead lap, and that could be big for their points. Wow, Jerry Fisher able to pull off the fuel mileage win, and Jesse Turner gets up there, and Samuel Troy, what a comeback for him. Carter Frayson, a good finish. Nicholas Wade, the 11 of Brock. Wow, and there's Rutkowski. He finishes 18th after everything is said and done. He was one of the dominant cars of the beginning, and he led a good portion of this race. There's Joe Walker. There's Stapleton, who finished 22nd. Kind of just fell back after early on. Wow, what a finish. And you see, as Jerry Fisher is able to get the job done.
Man.
I don't mind trucks with their DNF, but wow.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was not able to show up to majority of the race, but I was there in the end for that good finish, and I'll hopefully be broadcasting every single lap of the next race, which is at Nazareth.
Yeah, Nazareth is next, and that is a shorter track. That's going to be the shortest. That's going to be our first short track. I think Nazareth is technically a shorter track. But anyway, it's going to be the smallest track we've gone to so far this season. But wow, what a finish. What a race. You look through the field, Riley Spurleytube actually had a gearbox issue at the very end. So, I guess when he came down to the pits there with a few to go, I guess when he tried to get back going, he had the gearbox. So, that really sucks for him. Thomas Troxel did not retire. That's just because the thing. But, yeah. So, great job for him. And 11 drivers finish on the lead lap. Jay Barger comes back, gets that finish. See Jesse Turner up here. But, wow, that was coming to the 2 to go mark. Most of the front of the pack just pits. That was unbelievable.
I tell you, when you're a driver and you see all those other drivers pitting and you're staying out there, you just hold your breath those final laps and you hope your car makes it to the end.
Yeah, and Jerry, he seemed to be slowing up though a little bit. It looks like he was saving though on that final lap. Samuel Troy, though, was coming. Samuel Troy, though, rocketed through the field. He pitted 2 times during that last caution. And that really just messed up his car.
I also just noticed that the number 67 won the 67-lap race.
Oh, yeah. Just noticed that, too.
Jerry Fisher.
Well, anyway, I want to thank Zach for coming along here. And now this leads us into next week at Nazareth. And that race is going to be entertaining. But anyway, thanks again for watching. And once again, congratulations to Jerry Fisher.